Salute, salute, salute. Bow, bow. First off, nocturnal. I gotta eat my crow. I gotta eat my crow, man. I gotta get that protein in, you dig? Hell of a fight. Hell of a performance. The hat goes off to both fighters. Josh Taylor, the Tartan Tornado, and the takeover, Teofimo Lopez. But the crown goes off to Teofimo Lopez. He put on a spectacular performance. That fight had ebbs and flows, back and forth action. I think both warriors came in well prepared for battle. Now, it wasn't quite the bloodbath that I expected it to be, but both guys, you know what I'm saying, was throwing some heavy leather, landing some big shots and busting each other up. It was a good squabble, a good fight. And I think like halfway through the fight, it could kind of go either way. You know, I seen both men make adjustments, and you could tell when they would kind of gain confidence, and you can tell when they would kind of lose a little bit of heart, and when they would give up a little bit of ground, they would gain a little bit of ground back. But then after the 6th round or so, it just seemed like Teofimo Lopez, he just switched it on. He just got a hell of, I think he might have just dodged one big shot from Josh Taylor, and then it just turned on a switch for Teofimo Lopez to go into another level, Super Saiyan type of level. And it's funny to me because some of the things I thought would play to his disadvantage in this fight played to his advantage. Like sometimes he starts to put on too much of a show for the audience. This time when he started to put on a show for an audience, he started to style. He was styling on Josh Taylor. You know what I'm saying? I think he just started realizing he was a lot faster than Josh Taylor. He had better footwork. He had more power. He had, you know, he showed the strength, the tenacity. They both showed a lot of tenacity. They both showed a lot of grit. They both showed a lot of heart. But Teofimo Lopez just started to take over. You know what I'm saying? I said going into this fight, I said he came in this fight with some screws loose. Was wrong about that. Whatever screws was loose, he tightened them up. You know what I'm saying? I put it like this. I said he came in maybe with some mental deficiencies, dealing with his outside influence. We've seen in the past, he would have fights where he would let some of his personal life affect his performance. And we know some of the personal things he was going through. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I didn't want to just stay too much talking about that because that's that man's personal life. But we know some of the personal life situations he was going through, and he overcame any of that in the ring. He really probably had the best performance that he's had in his career so far, to my opinion, against probably the most legit competition. You know what I'm saying? You can take absolutely nothing away from that performance. That was against undisputed 105, legit 140-pound guy that went through the Circuit 6 tournament, went through heavy competition, Jose Ramirez and Regis Prograis. And for that fight, for Teofimo Lopez to come up victorious in that fight, I feel like his whole career has been...
And look at me, completely rehabilitated, reinvigorated, reassimilated, and finally going to be relocated.
And going into this fight, I looked at it like, you know, I like both Josh Taylor and Teofimo Lopez, so the best man win. But the closer we got to this fight, the more I was leaning for this fight to be a sacrifice for Teofimo Lopez. I thought he was about to get crucified. I thought Teofimo Lopez was about to commit a career suicide, and he was being Tupac and predicting his own death. I was wrong. He wasn't being Tupac. He was being more like Machiavelli. Make everybody think that you dead, and then you somewhere on the island with some models and some cigars and some drinks, and you got your feet kicked up, living the rest of your life in paradise. He pulled a Machiavelli, he didn't pull a Tupac, you dig? And I salute. I also said that going into this fight, I felt like this was a Hail Mary, a last shot for Teofimo Lopez to try to get that last glory. And he executed it to perfection. If that was a Hail Mary play, and it looked like in the beginning of that fight, he was at certain points of time starting to fade, starting to doubt himself, starting to lose a little bit of confidence, but he just, you could tell he grit down, had that heart, and eventually he figured out Josh Taylor. And he started to overpower him, he started to style on him, and he looked good. It was, like I said, it was the best performance, the best version. Where can Josh Taylor go from here? Back to the drawing board. You know what I'm saying? Him and his team got to go back to the start, go back to, you know what I'm saying, square one, figure out what their next move gonna be, possibly try to get that rematch with Jack Catterall. You know what I'm saying? Time will tell. Teofimo Lopez, like I said, his whole career with this one Hail Mary play has been rejuvenated and resurrected. So if he was predicting his death, if he was being crucified, he completely resurrected his career. And now he's in a position at the 140 division where, you know what I'm saying, he can make a variety of moves, but they all great positions to be in. He got a lot of good fighters, challenges there. I mean, pretty much he's in a perfect position at that 140, coming off of a big name, a big win against a big name like Josh Taylor. Got a lot of other fighters out there at 140. You got championship fights at 140. You know what I'm saying? You got big money at 140. I don't know about all the other stuff that who he gonna be signed with and stuff like that. Don't really pay attention to every little detail as far as promotional. It can go whatever way he wanted to go. But as far as him being his name being a mention amongst the elite right now, definitely this fight solidifies that Teofimo Lopez is not the type of fighter that's just gonna fold and go away easily and quietly. He got heart, he got dog, he got skills. This also redeems his father. You know what I'm saying? I was giving his father a little bit of slack for not giving him being the best trainer. They never say he should get rid of his father. That would be ridiculous. It was always maybe he should add on to his team. But even with this performance, and even with this, I had to go back and listen to the fight with the sound, because I wasn't listening to the fight with sound. Just I look at everything, and it looked like Cena was giving him great directions in the corner to make adjustments. And he, at one point in time, was a trainer of the year, come off that Lomachenko win. So this kind of redeems some of the stuff that people have been saying about his father, including myself. And this redeems Teofimo Lopez as far as his mental fortitude and his tenacity and his abilities, and, you know what I'm saying, his desire to be a championship fighter. You know what I mean? Not just a novelty. So those are my opinions coming off this fight. I take the crown off to Teofimo Lopez, eat my crow. Like I said, I was dead wrong about him getting crucified by Josh Taylor, and there's no excuses. 100% all credit goes to Teofimo Lopez to take over. Congratulations on your victory. Salute, salute, salute. Those are my comments. Y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments below. I'm out. Bye.
Last of the Mohicans. Well, maybe not the last.